Hello everyone. Today's topic is language function, which includes introducing oneself, greeting, expressing needs, expressing experiences, expressing likes and dislikes, describing people, place, and things, requesting, and responding. Possible questions and answers for practice are as follows. How do you teach primary students to express their likes and dislikes? What techniques and creative practices do you use to make teaching learning activities interactive and engaging? How can students be taught to describe people, places, and things in detail? Write classroom activities that support language work. As a primary teacher, what strategies can be used to help students express their experiences in a second language? How would you rate your ability to communicate experiences effectively? How do you teach primary students to politely request and respond appropriately? Write an example of a dialogue that illustrates the linguistic function. The question is, how do you teach primary students to express their likes and dislikes? What techniques and creative practices do you use to make teaching learning activities interactive and engaging? The answer is teaching students how to express their likes and dislikes requires making learning activities interactive and engaging. Teachers can include activities like sports, drawing, or drama in classroom to make this process fun and effective. For example, students can be grouped to discuss their interests and dislikes, encouraged to express their feelings through pictures or share their personal experiences. This helps them communicate their thoughts and feelings more clearly. To teach primary level students how to express their likes and dislikes in a simple, engaging manner, the following methods can be used. First one is connecting to personal experiences. Encourage students to talk about their personal experiences. For example, ask questions such as, what is your favorite fruit? Or which game do you dislike? This allows them to express their preferences. Second is using pictures. Show pictures of toys, fruits, food, and sports in classroom. For example, you can ask, which picture do you like or which picture do you not like? This helps students there express their feelings visually. Third is role playing. Have students role play to express their likes and dislikes in different situations. For example, they can act as if they are shopping at a store and talk about things they like or dislike. Fourth is flashcards. Create flashcards with the words like or dislike. Let students choose a card that matches their preferences and explain why they chose it. Fifth is group activities. Divide students into groups and ask them to discuss their likes and dislikes. This helps them share their opinion with peers and practice expressing themselves clearly. Short writing and drawing. Ask students to write or draw something about what they like and dislike. This gives them a creative outlet to express their thoughts. Seventh is vocabulary games. Engage students in vocabulary games related to likes and dislikes. For example, they can form sentences like I like this and I don't like that. Regarding the assessment method, first one could be having presentations, where students will present their likes and dislikes in front of the class. Second is written assessment, where we can ask them to write a few sentences or a short paragraph about their preferences. Third is listening assessment, to evaluate how well they have expressed themselves and they listen to others' opinion. Interactive and engaging teaching activities can be conducted. For example, the first one is group work, where students are divided into groups for collaborative tasks like discussions, project work, or problem solving. This complements their teamwork and verbal exchange skills. Second is game-based learning. Incorporate games like quizzes, puzzles, word games, or physical activity based on games to make learning more enjoyable and engaging. Third one is role playing, where students will act out different characters or situations, such as reenacting a historical event. This helps learning to be more hands on and immersive. Fourth is creative writing. Encourage students to engage in creative writing, such as storytelling, poetry, or drawing. This helps improve both their language skills and creativity. Another is demonstrations. Teachers can demonstrate a process or activity in front of the class. For example, in science, performing an activity, experiment, or in math, explaining a concept with visual aids. Sixth is a question and answer session where students are encouraged to ask questions, and teachers can also use questioning as a way to assess their understanding. This fosters curiosity and active participation. Seventh is interactive multimedia. Use pictures, videos, slideshows, and educational games to capture students' attention and make it easier to understand the topics. Eighth is worksheets, where students are provided with the worksheet to apply their knowledge in a practical way, such as matching pictures, filling in blanks, or solving problems. Ninth is field trip, where the students can visit to relevant places such as historical sites or natural environment to give them hands-on learning experience. Tenth is reading and storytelling sessions. Students can read or listen to stories which can help improve their listening, speaking, and imagination skills. 11th is entertaining activities such as singing, dancing, and games connected to curriculum to make learning more enjoyable and memorable. Conclusion is making teaching activities interactive and engaging is essential when teaching students how to express their likes and dislikes. Including fun activities such as sports, drawing, and group discussions can help students build confidence and communication skills, making learning process more effective and enjoyable. Sixth is how can students be taught to describe people, places, and things in detail? Write classroom activities that support language work. The answer is it is effective to use images, posters, and visual materials to help students describe people, places, and objects in detail. To inspire them to describe, questions can be asked such as what does this place look like? What is this person doing? Or what is the color and form of this object? Role playing and activities where students communicate with their peers are also helpful. Encouraging students to play, draw, and present what they have experienced, heard, or seen helps to develop their language skills. The following techniques and practices can be used to teach students to describe people, places, and objects in detail. First one is observation and experience. Encourage students to observe carefully before describing any object, place, or person. Motivate them to focus on small details such as color, shape, texture, smell, and sound. The activity is giving students an object in class and ask them to detail all its characteristics. Second is development of language skills, where students can expand their vocabulary and they can be taught to use descriptive words and learn new and accurate words. The activity includes providing students with a list of adjectives and ask them to describe a person or place using those adjectives. Third is description based on experience, where students can be encouraged to focus how they have felt when describing an object, place, or person. This makes the description more vivid. The activity includes asking students to recall an experience, such as a trip to a fun place they visited, and describe what they saw, heard, and felt. Fourth is use of visuals and pictures, where students are shown pictures and images and describe what they see. This method improves both observation and creativity. The activity includes showing a visual scene and asking students to describe the objects, colors, and events in details. Fifth is opportunity for review and improvement. Have students exchange the description they wrote or spoke with their classmates. This helps them view their descriptions critically and improve them. The activity is dividing class into groups and ask students to give suggestions on improving each other's description, which helps improving their word choices and style. Sixth is creative writing practice. Encourage students to write descriptive pieces about their daily routines or imaginative stories, focusing on the details of people, places, and objects. The activity includes assigning topics such as my dream house or an amazing person I met, and ask students to write a detailed description. Seventh is use of questions. Use questions to guide students in providing the right details. For example, ask what did they look like? What was the atmosphere like? Or how did you feel? The following are the classroom activities that help language learning. First is word games. Use games to expand students' vocabulary, such as word searches, crosswords, and word building games, which includes this dictation. The teacher speaks words or sentences which students will write them down, and this will improve both listening and writing skills of the students. Second is role play. Engage students in role playing different scenarios such as shopping in a store, ordering in a restaurant, or talking with friends. This enhances their ability to use language practically. Third is conversation practice. In pairs or groups, have students talk about specific topics, sharing their experiences and exchanging ideas on new subjects. Fourth is essay writing. Have students write essays on specific topics which help improve their ability to express ideas and develop their writing skills. Fifth is story writing and sharing. Have students write and share stories in groups or individually. This improves their creativity and oral expression. Sixth is reading activities, where students will read books, magazines, or newspapers and present a summary. This helps in comprehension and using new vocabulary. Seventh is listening and understanding practice. Play audio clips or show videos, followed by questions to answer, which enhances their listening and comprehension skills. Eighth is grammar games, where students are playing games to teach grammar rules such as sentence construction, error finding, or matching word groups. Ninth is descriptive activities, where students will describe a picture, object, or person, which improves their vocabulary and ability to present details. 10th is group discussions, where students will be discussing on specific topics and develop their critical thinking and express their ideas clearly. Conclusion is to teach students how to describe people, places, and objects in detail. Visual materials, Q&A, role-playing, and communication-based activities are effective. These activities enhance both descriptive ability and language proficiency. Practices such as writing and presenting experiences, feelings, and observed details further develop their communication skills, aiding in practical language use. As a primary teacher, what strategies can be used to help students express their experiences in second language? How do you rate your ability to communicate experiences effectively? This is the seventh question. The answer is teachers can encourage students to express their experiences in second language by creating a supportive environment that boosts their confidence. They should focus on discussing simple and relevant topics and providing practical experiences. These to speak and write, appreciating their effort. Informal conversations, group activities, and games can also help students improve their speaking skills, which will enhance not only their language ability but also their capacity to express experiences. As a primary level teacher, here are some strategies that can be used to help students express their experiences in a second language. First is creating a language friendly environment. Building an environment in the class where second language like English is encouraged. Motivates students to communicate in second language during discussions, questions, and group works. Second is using simple vocabulary and sentence structure. Use simple basic vocabulary and sentence structures according to the student's level. Compare the words between their native language and the second language to help them understand their meanings. Third one is expressing experiences through pictures or objects. Let students express their experiences through pictures or objects, which makes it less complicated for them to process their thoughts. Another is using bilingual materials such as books, stories, songs, and games, which will encourage students to translate from their native language and express their experiences in the second language. Another is role playing and drama. Allow students to engage in a role play activity where they can practice speaking in the second language. This builds their confidence in using the language. Giving positive feedback. Even if students make mistakes when speaking in second language, provide positive feedbacks which encourages them to speak without fear. Seventh is activities related to personal experience, where students can speak or write about their personal experiences, like when I went on vacation, my friends or my family. Linking language learning with their personal lives will increase their interest and enthusiasm. Assessing the ability to express experiences in second language. First is grammar and sentence structures. Check if person uses correct grammar and sentence structures. Proper sentence structure makes the message clear and understandable. Second is use of vocabulary. Evaluate whether the person is using appropriate and contextually relevant words. Correct word choice helps in conveying the thoughts clearly. Third is listening and comprehension skills to assess if the person can understand others effectively in the second language. It's not just about listening, but also being able to respond. Fourth is fluency in communication. Consider if the person can express their thoughts clearly without hesitation or long pauses. Smooth and dynamic communication is a key factor. Fifth is cultural understanding. Check if the person understands cultural context related to the second language and adjust accordingly while communicating. Another is adaptability to feedback. Observe how the person adapts their communications based on feedback. For example, how they change their words and sentence structures or restructure their message. Seventh is handling misunderstandings. Evaluate how the person manages any misunderstandings that occur during the second language communication. Here, the conclusion is that it is essential for teachers to help students express their experiences in a second language. By providing confidence and creating a supportive environment, teachers can assist students in developing the language skills. Various methods such as group activities, conversations, and writing can help students improve. This process not only strengthens their language knowledge but also increases their ability to effectively express their experiences. Now, the eighth question. How do you teach primary students to politely request and respond appropriately? Write an example of a dialogue that illustrates the linguistic function. The answer is teaching students to make polite requests and respond appropriately is highly beneficial, as it helps develop social skills, respectful behavior, and effective communication. For example, students can learn requests like, "Could you please give me a book?" and responses like, "I agree with the request," or "I'm sorry, I'm busy right now." This practice boosts their confidence and teaches them how to communicate respectively with others in everyday life. To teach primary level students to make polite requests and respond appropriately, the following methods can be effective. The first one is modeling. Teachers can demonstrate by using polite language while talking to students. For example, using phrases like please, thank you, and excuse me when asking for something or requesting help. For example, could you please give me the book? The second is role play. Divide students into small groups and have them practice making polite requests in different scenarios. For instance, can you lend me a pen? Also practice responses like thank you, yes, of course, or I'm sorry, I can't right now. Third is games. Use games to teach politeness. For example, in a game where students exchange items, set a rule that they must make polite requests. A game where students get points for saying please or thank you encourages them to make requests in the right way. Fourth is positive reinforcement. Praise students when they make polite requests or give polite responses. For example, you asked very nicely, or good job saying thank you. Small rewards like tokens or stickers can also be given to reinforce positive behavior. Fifth is teaching through context. Use real life examples in the classroom or daily activities to teach polite request and response. Ask students to pay attention to how they speak with their friends and teachers. For example, how would you ask your friend for a book? Sixth is stories. Share stories where characters make polite requests and give polite responses. These stories will help students understand the importance of polite behavior and communication. Here is an example example conversation that illustrates polite language where two students, Maya and Ram, talk about their homework in the small school's library. The scene is Maya and Ram, two friends meet in the school library and talk about their homework. The conversation goes like this. Maya, Ram, did you do the English homework today? I'm having trouble with a few questions. Ram says, yes, I did. Which questions are you finding difficult? Maya said, I'm confused about the question number 3. I don't understand what kind of description they are asking for. Ram, oh, for that question, they want us to describe a person's habit and lifestyle. You can write about someone, like a family member. Maya, okay, I'll write about my mom as you suggested. Thanks, Ram. Ram, no problem, Maya. Let me understand in case you want any extra help. Here, the conclusion is teaching students to make polite requests and give appropriate responses positively impacts their social and communication skills. It helps them become more confident and respectful in their interactions, both personally and academically. Regular practice reinforces the importance of politeness and respectful communication, giving them essential life skills when they need throughout their life. Effective communication becomes an integral part of their development. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Comment, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you.
शिक्षक सेवा आयोगको परीक्षाको तयारीका लागि आवश्यक पर्ने शिक्षा सम्बन्धी नोटहरू र प्रश्न उत्तरहरू किताबी संसार.com मा गएर पनि अध्ययन गर्न सकिन्छ। आजको विषयवस्तु यहाँहरूलाई कस्तो लाग्यो? मेरो युट्युब च्यानल khilanath1 खिलनाथ धमला 1 लाइक, कमेन्ट, सब्सक्राइब, सेयर गरी शिक्षासँग चासो राख्ने व्यक्तिसम्म पुर्याई सहयोग गरिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु। शिक्षासँग सम्बन्धित सामग्रीहरू नियमित रूपमा पस्कँदै जानेछु। धन्यवाद।